Right now, when it comes to players' irons, there's that many good-looking ones out on the market. I think as golfers we're spoilt for choice. My name's Jack Lee and here are my top 5 players' irons moving into the 2019 season. Right then, coming in at number 5, we've got the Ping Eye Blade. These are actually the irons that I use from 7 to pitching wedge. So we've got everything that you'd expect in your normal bladed shape. We've got thin top line, minimal offset that runs throughout the set, so even a 4 iron's got minimal offset. Hydro pearl finish, so this acts as like a bit of a water repellent. Even though it's called an eye blade, it's not actually a muscle back. There is a small cavity in the Ping Eye Blades, which is a little bit interesting. With Ping, as ever, you've got the awesome custom fit options. You've got us being quite local to the European Fitting Centre, I believe it is, at Gainsborough. Exceptional customer service, all that good stuff. You've now got power and retrospect loft. So power lofts means that they are a couple of degrees stronger. Retrospect loft means that they're a couple of degrees weakened. So you can have a play around with that. When you go for a custom fitting, which is what I recommend that you do, have a play around with these ideas, see what comes out best for you. And with these, like every set of clubs in this list, there will be a variety of shafts. 4 to pitching wedge, I think you're looking around $7.99 for a set of eye blades, so cracking iron, use them myself, that's my number 5. At number 4, we've got the Mizuno MP18 SC. These are one of 2 Mizuno irons that have made their way onto my list. These are coming in at number 4. 1025 E-Pure Select Mild Carbon. I think it's mild carbon, yeah, it's a very, very soft material that these have been forged out of. Grain flow forged, so you get that exceptional Mizuno feel, possibly the best feeling irons that we can buy. I know that you'll look at clubs like Miura for exceptional feel, but as golf clubs that we can buy, I think Mizuno are probably the best out there feeling wise. It's compact cavity back, variety of shaft options again. There's so many good looking irons out at the minute. All the irons that I'm going to mention, except from the Ping ones, are extremely malleable with them being forged. So when it comes to your custom fittings, we will be able to alter loft and lie very easily. And that is actually an option that we offer down here at Iggleton. So when you do come for a custom fitting, if you've got forged clubs, we've got a loft and lie machine. We can quite easily manipulate that for you and get them tailored for whatever you need. You're looking at around about $8.99 for pitching wedge for these clubs. And yeah, Mizuno MP18 SC, that's number 4 on my list. Right, coming in at number 3. These irons have been out for a while, however, I've just seen online that they've revamped them and they've done them in all black, like a stealth finish. It looks absolutely wicked. This is the Titleist AP Tune. So, new black version. These have been tour validated, so they're used by a lot of the Titleist tour staffers, such as your Jordan Spieth, I know he loves his. Tungsten perimeter weighting. So that means the bit more weight around the outside. On off-centre itch, you're looking to increase those ball speeds again. These are forged, again, refined leading edge, so similar to what we're seeing in all these kind of clubs. True temper AMT shafts as standard, which I think is a nice touch. These are a good quality shaft. But as with all these, there's a variety of shafts available, custom fit options. You know, we've got your Titleist Fitting Centre down Cambridge, I believe it is. So that is number 3 on my list, Titleist AP Tune. So price-wise, we're looking round about $7.99 for to pitching wedge for the standard set. I'm not sure about the black ones yet because they've not been released. Okay, here we go, number 2 on my list. These are the big hitters. Callaway APEC MB. Possibly one of the most beaut irons that have ever been released. These look absolutely mint, and it's funny because when you look into blades, you think about the technology that goes into them, there's not actually that much. Went on Callaway's website, look at the blurb that they've kind of released. The only 2 things they've spoke about is the forged 1025 carbon steel, which is a material which is what kind of all these talk about when you think about forging and it being soft and how it feels. You're looking at like your soft carbon steels, so that's one technological point they spoke about. And the only other one is the precision 20V grooves. So all I'm thinking is very good feel, mega good spin, but just look how beautiful they are. I'm going to be putting photos everywhere of these clubs because I think they look absolutely mint. Not much else to say apart from that, they're just beautiful. Again, variety of shaft options, with being forged, you've got your custom fitting options as well. So number 2 on my list, the very good looking Callaway APEC MB. 4 to pitching wedge, I've seen these online for about $9.49, so a little bit more expensive these ones. And coming in at number 1, my number 1 player's iron that you could possibly buy with your money today, it is the Mizuno JPX 900 Tour. These irons look like they've been printed from a 3D printer, don't you think? I think they look absolutely mint. I love that finish. The finish is called satin in these Mizuno irons. Grain flow forged again. Crazy soft feel, as with most of these clubs. However, like I said earlier, Mizuno I think are the best feeling irons that you could buy with your money today. 1025E carbon steel again, so those soft materials. These irons have got what Mizuno is calling a power frame, so more perimeter weighting again, more ball speed off the off-centre. It's similar to the Titleist AP 2s. Dynamic gold AMT shafts are standard, but again, like every one of these clubs, you've got a variety of shaft options, you've got custom fit options as well. One big bonus point, as I've been doing a bit of research and looking at prices online for these clubs, I've seen these online, 40 pitching wedge for £519, so not only are they the cheapest of all the ones that we've looked at, I think they're the best looking, probably one of the best feeling if you do get a chance to go and try them, but they're also could be the cheapest depending on where these are sourced from. So number one on my list, Mizuno JPX 900 Tour. Just as a notable mention, I want to mention the Wilson V6 Tour irons. Now these are highly endorsed by YouTubers such as Rick Shields. I know that I think he's still playing with these. I think this is the set that he's got in his bag at the minute. Bit cheaper than the others, apart from the cheap price that I've seen with the Mizunos, if that makes sense. So these are $699, all the others you're looking like 800, 900 quid. 8620 forged carbon steel again, tungsten weighting on the outside, perimeter weighting, increases forgiveness. Common theme. So despite these irons having thin top lines and looking really good, you still get that extra bit of forgiveness out of them, which is what I like. Only apart from possibly I'm going to say Ping Eye Blade and Callaway APEC MB, which are probably the least forgiving out of all these, you do get a little bit of help, which is good. 20 gram tungsten sole weight, which lowers the centre of gravity, which means that you should increase your launch angle without adding that much more spin. So we're thinking a little bit higher launch in these irons as well. So I've given these a notable mention because I've heard really, really good reviews about them. It'd be interesting if I could get a chance to test these myself. Very good looking golf clubs. Probably one of the most forgiving out of the 6 that I've mentioned now. But yeah, definitely a dark horse. Wilson V6 Tour, go and check them out. Now, of course, this is my opinion. A lot of my opinion is looks based when it comes to this kind of stuff, because we know that irons of this ilk are all very similar performing, so it definitely comes down to looks with me for this. It's subjective, of course, but one thing I would say is I would encourage as many of you. I know that normally golf manufacturers base this on a handicap kind of level, but I think that's a load of crap. If you're, say, off 18, 19, 20, but you're a decent ball striker, and you could be potentially looking to heighten your spin rate for a bit more control, definitely go and try these irons out. You know, don't buy into the crap that you have to be a certain handicap to play certain irons, because it's total nonsense. So definitely go and try as many of these irons as you can, go get fitted, and I want to hear from you. So if you can, in the comments, leave your top 5. If you've got a different order, that's perfectly alright. If there's any players' irons that I've missed, leave that as a comment as well. That'd be absolutely mint. So yeah, if you've liked this video, please drop us a cheeky like. Check out the other videos on my channel. I'll be posting definitely a lot more regularly this year. It's going to be a good year. I've got a lot of content planned coming up. Share this video, show it around. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, thanks for watching. Cheers. Tungsten So we've got